Have you ever wondered how to get a sponsor in disc golf? Well, here's the answer. Alright guys, and welcome to the next video, and this is a slightly different style. I'm just gonna be sitting here and talk. Sorry. Let's just make a video of my most frequently asked questions. And here we are. The first question is that I get asked at least once a week, sometimes more: how do I get sponsored? Like, what do I have to do to get sponsored? How do I get the attention of the sponsors? Who do I contact? Of course, you guys don't always just want my opinion, because I'm just one guy out there out of so many. So I reached out to a couple pros and I actually got some answers, which filled me with joy. So thank you everyone that answered. So I'm just gonna roll the clips, listen to what they have to say, and at the end I'll give you my opinion on what you gotta do to finally get that sponsor and start touring disc golf style. We have Eric Oakley, we have Greg Barsby, we have Nate Sexton, we have Jeremy Colling, we have Nate Perkins, Eagle McMahon, Avery Jenkins, and Paul Ulibarri. All highly skilled players obviously, but also smart, nice guys. So I hope you enjoy. Here is all their opinions.
What's up guys, Eric Oakley here, and I'm here to help Simon answer some questions. The question is, how do I get sponsored? That's a good question because it can be done in so many different ways. If you're out there doing something different than others, that's a really good way to get noticed and, stand out. And that's what sponsors are really looking for. Whether you're active on social media, you're out there killing it at tournaments, or you're just doing great things for the disc golf community in general. Those all can get you sponsored.
Hey Simon, thanks for the question. So how do you get sponsored? Most important thing you want to do is really chisel your skills and practice a lot. Dedicate a lot of your time to playing. Most of the sponsors are looking for players that are playing bigger tournaments, so practice hard. See you at one of the big ones.
Set aside a year or two. Every bogey you get at least 2 birdies. That way, even on an off day, you're playing pretty good. Other than that, do anything you can to differentiate yourself from other players at your skill level, be it social media, helping your community, running tournaments. Good luck.
All right, everyone's going to tell you get your rating up, win tournaments, and obviously those things are important, but what the manufacturers are really looking for is somebody who's unique, somebody that can stand out in the crowd. There's so many talented players coming into the sport these days. How can you be a serviceable product? How can you give back to the sponsor? How can you be a worthwhile investment? If you have something like that, market that, make people know that, let it be known, and you're going to get picked up. Best of luck in 2020. See you out there.
If you want to get sponsored, ask yourself what you can do to the potential manufacturer, whether it be winning a world title or just being someone in your local community that people look up to. There's so many different ways that you can help a company, and the more that you can help a company, the more that they're going to be able to help you. Thanks.
There's a bunch of different ways to get sponsored in disc golf. The most conventional way is to play good at events and get your rating up, but that's not the only way. You can become an ambassador, so help out at events or run events, or become an influencer, post about a brand you like, post disc reviews, and I guarantee you that they're gonna catch on after a while.
So in order to be a sponsored disc golfer, you need to put yourself out there. Play a lot of local events, regional events, national events if you can swing it, Disc Golf Pro Tour, National Tour, Majors, Worlds, European Open, a lot of big events, a lot of big stages. It's about getting noticed by players as a competitor, top finishes, and sponsors will notice. Obviously, there's lots of different levels within sponsorship, but it's all about putting yourself out there as an individual, as a player. Best luck to you getting sponsored.
I feel like this is a fairly simple answer. I think the most important thing for somebody to get sponsors is to build a good resume. And if you don't have a lot of things that you've done yet in the game, say you're a rec player and you just really want to get sponsored, that's not going to cut it. It's just like getting hired at a job. You got to fill out a nice resume of things you've done, maybe some references, volunteer time, running tournaments, teaching, playing, wins, all of those things come into account when people are trying to get sponsored. And if you don't have a full resume or something that they can look at and be like, oh, this is exactly what we want for our team, your chances are going to be pretty slim. So start off by doing all those things, filling out a really good resume, and then you have a better chance of getting sponsored for sure.
Okay, very interesting. The thing I heard the most was be unique. And I think that's a very, very good point. Do your own thing, find your own style, be yourself, and just get out there. All right, guys, here's the deal. Why would a company sponsor you? Like, that is the first question you have to ask yourself is, what even is a disc golf company? It's a business. They want to make money. That is, at the end of the day, what they're trying to achieve is make money. And there's two reasons a company would sponsor you. Number one, as an investment. If you have great potential to become a great player, if you are young and are a prodigy and who knows what's going to happen, they will sponsor you, give you products, give you money to eventually start making money off you. Or they just straight up want to make money. It's like that simple. Can you bring money to a company? Can you add value to a company? If you see that potential in you, that is where you have to start. And I made this checklist, and I think if you can have 2 or 3, obviously the more checks you can make, the better. You have really good chances to get sponsored. So here it is. We have be active on social media. Obviously, one of the key points companies are looking for is exposure. If you already have a following or if you're working hard to build a following, then that's already gold. Play well at big tournaments. Obviously, this doesn't fit to everyone. Not everyone is going to be a 1,000+ rated player. That's just not how things work. And there's obviously a lot of different points on this checklist. But if you're killing it on the course, if you're a great prospect or already a great player, then of course, sign up for big tournaments, prove that you're good, beat me, beat Macbeth, beat Eagle, beat Ricky, beat any of the top pros, finish in the top 20 or even top 10. Sponsors will notice. And before you even try to contact them, they will probably contact you. Support your local disc golf community. This is also a huge key. I've known so many older guys in their 50s or even 60s that are sponsored by whoever because they are super active, they run events, they run a league, or they bring a lot of new people to the sport. It can be literally anything. And if you do a lot of stuff like that in your area, if you reach out to a company, I think it's very, very likely they'll at least support you in some kind of way. Run events. This can be leagues, this can be PDGA events, these can be non-sanctioned events, whatever, just fun doubles rounds, whatever it is, or clinics, anything. A lot of these points obviously go hand in hand, guys. This is not all separate. This is all kind of like melted together. I'm just trying to show you guys a list of options that you can check off just to make it more clear and give you like the key points. Stand out from other players. I think that is a really interesting thing that a lot of the other pros also have to say is be unique, be different. How many 970 players are there out there? Like, obviously nothing against 970 players, but why would a company support you as a 970 player or 950 player or 920 player, whatever it is, over 5,000 other 920, 950, 970 players? Stand out. Put the extra effort in. Be different. Have something about you that will just convince the company that you're the right one. Be someone people can look up to. This is obviously huge. Be a role model, guys. Know how to act on and off the course. Be kind. Smile. Be welcoming to everyone, and be human. Simple. Sadly, not as simple as we'd like it to be, but that's a different topic. Be active and help at events. So if you don't know where to start with running events or putting on your own thing, offer help to people who do that. Be the guy that helps clean the tee pads. Be the guy that always is there trying to set up discs for sales or basically offer the help to the people that run the events in your area. Be helpful. Build a solid resume. This obviously kind of sums it all up together. That's what Paul Ulibarri was talking about. Make a checklist and check it off. And guys, if you're wondering, yeah, well, I think I could get sponsors, but who do I contact? Like, where do I start? I basically went on my phone and went on Discraft, Discmania, Innova, Dynamic Disc, whatever, scrolled down, and like within 2 seconds, I found a Contact Us button, and some go more into detail, some go less into detail, but you can message any company. There's even a phone number you can call and ask the company directly who to contact. They'll, of course, give you an email because companies are always looking to expand, always looking to promote. And guys, I hope this in somewhat answered the question. If you've ever had the question, how do I get sponsored? Where do I start? Then if you can check off more than 2 or 3 checks on that list that I made for you, then what are you waiting for? We want you. Team Discmania, baby. Also, guys, if you like this shirt, shameless plug, check it out. Description below. Great quality. Looks like a Spider-Man shirt. What else do you want? I don't know. Let me know with a like on this video if you like this, and leave a question in the comments, and the #1 question might be the next for this series. And thanks again to all the pros answering this with me. Hope you enjoyed, and like and subscribe. See you next time.